Madulamoho Housing Association was formed in 2005.
We provide low, affordable rental housing for the poor market, and that's what we mean there is by people earning less than 3,500 rand a month. Social housing is specifically for people who are South African citizens, and then we provide different types of accommodation for them. Madulamoho is a Sesotho word that means communities that live together.
We have a special model that we offer to our tenants, the model that allows them, to move up and down the ladder.
So we start with shelters, and that means that's people that are really in grim situations. Then from there we move to transitional housing.
That's when they could be on training and they cannot afford to have their own unit, and as soon as they can get a salary that is enough to provide for them their own accommodation, then they can move to communal. That's where they could share ablutions with other people.
After communal housing, we move people into what we call normal social housing. That is what we call our self-contained units, bachelor, 1-bed and 2-bedroom units.
Even though someone could experience some hiccups in their finances, they could be able to go down the ladder without having to lose their accommodation. So we have a sustainable model, to make sure that our tenants keep their accommodation regardless of their financial situation.
I started staying at El Kerry is part of Madulamoho. I stayed at El Kerry, it was a single room and I was paying 450.
Madulamoho's got an above 95% rental collection for every month.
If they want us to provide for accommodation, they must pay the rental to sustain it.
When people have got difficulties to pay, we put them on a specific program how to pay that rent for that month.
They will take you to the other place where you'll be able to afford. They can't just chase you to the street.
Capital subsidy goes towards the construction or the refurbishment of existing buildings that have been purchased by Madulamoho.
What the subsidy entails you to do is to lower your loan finance or your debt finance. So for loan finance, we go to the NHFC, the National Housing Finance Corporation, and we also received finance from a company called DIG in the Netherlands at an interest rate that's a little bit less than our normal banking system. And so that loan finance portion then gets worked into the rent. The rent must then cover everything, which is the loan finance as well as all the operational. And the operational mainly consists out of your caretaker, your house manager, your maintenance, your security and your cleaning, and then the general administration that is needed.
Part of Madulamoho's strategy is to directly oversee issues of maintenance.
If something is happened, they're able to come and fix it.
We've got specific maintenance like reactive maintenance, which means that a tenant phones in, something is wrong, we go out. We've got a 72-hour turnaround policy.
Security yakhona tight, safe, akho umuntu ongenayo without your permission.
And we use a very effective system that's called biometric system. It is a card system whereby an individual's fingerprint gets to be registered on that system.
Our interaction with government is very, very important. Our buildings and our projects are situated in their constituencies, and also we try to find out whether there's land and access to land in the local council. And it's through these interventions that some of these projects actually came about. We do a lot of intervention when it comes to what kind of buildings do we want to build, what kind of tenant do we need to address.
It is quite fulfilling, to see people who have been on the street and they came to us and they managed to move, up to the ladder where we never thought they would move.
The need for the product that we deliver is enormous. If we can find the buildings and the finance for it, we'll go ahead and we'll keep on building.